The Pima County Sheriff's Department night detectives are responsible for a variety of criminal investigations. The squad sergeant, Bob Krieger, has nearly 2 decades of law enforcement experience. This week, Not in Your Side's Justin Schecker tagged along with him as deputies put a wanted bank robber behind bars.
On the left side of the dumpster.
So it sounds like this guy's
We will handle all from here.
maybe barricaded.
Bob Krieger is the sergeant with the Pima County Sheriff's Night Detective Squad. He investigates a variety of violent crimes.
Armed robbery to home invasion to homicide, everything in between.
And he responds to emergency calls.
Can be first at the scene while the blood's still fresh and gunpowder's in the air.
July 29th, Sergeant Krieger was one of the first deputies to arrive at the bank inside the Ina and Oracle Safeway after an armed robbery.
I was the first detective on scene, so I transitioned from first responder to investigator that same day.
Wednesday evening, a robbery assault detective spotted suspect Paul Oliva's car.
So he followed it, he lost it for a little while, and then he ultimately found it parked at the AM/PM.
He's still inside his vehicle.
Is that the gray truck?
Yep.
All right.
Deputies evacuated the gas station. They contained Oliva inside his car and kept him from going in the convenience store.
The subject tonight never displayed a gun, never threatened a gun, but because he committed the armed robbery and he was barricaded inside the car, and it's the safest resolution that we could go, we planned for worst case scenario.
After refusing deputies' commands, he showed signs he turned himself in and opened the door.
And after about 2 or 3 minutes of that, the subject got out of the car and simply complied with all of our commands and gave up peacefully.
For deputies, a successful operation with no injuries. The night detectives typically interview suspects in the field, but in this case, they transported Oliva back to the sheriff's department.
But he chose not to talk to us tonight.
The detectives discovered there were 4 warrants for Oliva's arrest. His next stop, the Pima County Jail. And for this night detective, some closure.
It was one of those things to where I started it and now I had the opportunity to finish it.
And when not responding to calls, Sergeant Krieger is a resource for patrol deputies working the night shift. He's on the phone answering their questions and helping their investigations so deputies can create the strongest cases from the start. Guy, back to you.